On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, we are talking about Scream 7. Let's go. Welcome back to BJ in the Morning, your favorite Dirty Name podcast with even dirtier takes on movies, TV, and pop culture. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And Juan, today
is a very special day.
Sure, if you want to say that.
It's a very special episode because I don't think we've talked about Scream at all on this podcast.
We've never mentioned the movie series Scream at all.
I don't think, not even once.
There's not even a link or anything like right over here in this corner if you're watching on YouTube or down in the description everywhere else to the episodes that we haven't talked about Scream.
Right.
There's at least one.
Right.
The last time we talked about Scream was Scream 6. In 2023.
The last time we talked about Scream specifically
was our horror movie list.
We've talked about Scream a couple of times.
Yeah, a handful or so. Scream being, I think, one of both of our favorite horror franchises.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in your top 5.
I cannot.
I'm just throwing you under the bus right now.
Yeah, I cannot confirm or deny that comment.
It's redacted.
That comment is redacted.
But today we're going to mainly be talking about Scream 7, which just came out last week.
Yeah.
As of this episode airing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should also start with, this is not what we've been releasing lately, right?
Right.
We've just been going over our yearly recaps of movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out, watching a movie we have seen and watching a movie we haven't seen from each year and deciding if we made the right call back in the day.
Right.
I can tell you, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's been some good ones.
I've been enjoying watching movies. Mm-hmm. Just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like obviously we have to, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like I have to.
Yeah.
But I also feel like a need to watch a specific movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scrolling around and I'm just going to put this on and then not pay attention.
Yeah. We have to pay attention.
Uh-huh.
And again, it's cool, watching something we have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously it's fun, but then those movies we haven't seen have been kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think next week is 2023, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We had some fun ones, some interesting ones. Speaking of Scream 6, came out in 2023.
Nice.
Scream 7 though.
Came out in 2026.
2026. And I think if you saw Scream when it opened, you should let us know in the comments down below.
Now.
On YouTube.
Right now.
And Spotify.
I want you to tell us what you think right now before we get into what we think about the movie.
Yeah, exactly. I also think that you should drop us a follow on any podcast listening app that you're listening to this episode on, mm-hmm. and 5-star review it. Because it would be really cool to have those 5-star reviews, so this podcast gets shoved out into people's faces,
Yeah, for sure.
With proper consent and everything.
With that said, with what you just said, somebody came to me and said, I was listening to a podcast on YouTube at work, just letting it play like a playlist. Mm-hmm. And I heard a voice and I said, that voice sounds really familiar. Mm-hmm. And they were listening to BJ in the Morning.
That's awesome.
And then they subscribed.
That's great.
And then they told me about it.
That's even better.
And they said, you should do this.
Uh-huh.
And I said, maybe.
Do what? Do podcasts?
No, do that specific episode they listened to was an older one.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, you should do more of those. I like those.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
But in regards to this episode right now,
we're gonna do that.
We're gonna do that. But I think we should preface by saying that we have done these episodes in between the yearly episodes, but we're gonna be swatching. We're gonna be switching it up after this next slew of episodes, right?
Right.
So instead of breaking up every single year with one of these episodes, we're gonna release every 2 weeks 2 episodes in 1 week. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get your normal old school BJ in the morning messing around, talking about random new stuff and playing games and having guests once every 2 weeks. And then every weekend, every Saturday, it'll be the normal us revisiting every year that we've been alive.
Right.
So that's starting after these next 2 episodes.
After these messages.
No, not yet. It's only been 6 minutes. We're good.
Okay.
Sorry. Unless Buzzsprout's like ad.
After these messages, they hear me say that and they put it in.
AI is getting crazy.
You're telling me, dude.
Speaking of AI, Scream 7.
Before we move on, if you have not seen Scream 7
that
and
like
you
8
don't
times now.
want us to spoil it for you.
Yeah, this is your spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning.
Play a song. We'll give you 5 seconds.
Play a song,
10 seconds,
but watch us talk about it. You know what I mean?
We're gonna sit for we're gonna ramble right now. We're rambling to give you time to pause, find a different episode, or skip ahead on the chapters to the thing that we do after our review,
or go do some dishes and put on some music and then leave us playing
to get the sound up. Anyways, okay, that's enough time for them to have moved on if they want to stay spoiler free if you're planning on seeing this movie.
Yeah.
So I think we should preface this review with we're going to keep out all the nonsense that happened with Scream 5 and 6 and like the whole cast leaving and everything like that. Mm-hmm. We understand that happened. We know that happened. We are just solely talking about Scream 7.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Juan, you and I went and we sat down to watch this movie at a theater we've seen a lot of movies at.
Yeah.
We had flat sodas.
Oh, they were horrible.
Really bad.
Horrible sodas.
You had probably the biggest pretzel I've ever seen at a movie theater.
Yeah. The girl said, "Do you want the pretzel bites or the big pretzel?" And I'm like, I'm not sure. And then she said, "The pretzel is this big."
He's motioning larger than his head.
Larger than my head. And I thought she was joking. And I said, yeah.
Do it.
Give me that pretzel. And then she hands me a large pizza box.
Yeah.
And I opened that thing up, and it was a pretzel that was indeed that big.
Yeah, bigger than his head.
Bigger than my freaking head. And one cheese.
Yeah.
How am I going to eat that with one cheese, dude?
I don't know. You started handing pieces out because you were out of cheese.
I was like, please, come on. Just
take this.
Take this.
It was a pretty good pretzel, though.
It was delicious. It was nice and soft.
So that's the highlight of the movie trip so far.
Was the pretzel that I finished
during the trailers.
Yeah. And the trailers played.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about trailers.
And then the movie started, and I had really neutral hopes for this movie. Mm-hmm. I was not expecting to love it or hate it. Mm-hmm. But when the movie started, I think I had a lot of hope for this movie. I think it was like, I felt like we had potential moving forward in the movie with the first scene. Mm-hmm. I know you have different opinions about it, but I did not see it that way while watching it. But let's get into that first scene.
Yeah, so we open with a couple going to the newly renovated Stu Macher's house that is now Airbnb, like a themed Airbnb. It's all themed around the killings of the original Scream movie and the Stab movies. Mm-hmm. This whole opening scene was pretty fun. I think it was the most fun I had during the movie. Mm-hmm. I do think it dragged on way too long. There were too many psych out like fake out, scenes where you're like, something's going to happen. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. Doesn't happen. Something was going to happen, but it just turned out to be Jimmy Tatro again.
Yeah. Shout out Jimmy Tatro. Tatro?
I don't know. I'm just going with my gut on that one.
Shout out to the U of A. He went to the U of A.
Yeah. He was definitely bringing the comedy, where I think some of this scene felt more like Scary Movie than it did Scream. Because of how much he was joking and interacting with all the stuff throughout the house and like talking like, oh, this is where so-and-so got murdered. This is where so-and-so got murdered.
Yeah, but I do feel like, though, he is known for those ridiculously stupid comedy movies, but I think he toned it back a lot. And it wasn't as silly as I was expecting when I saw his face.
It was someone that we, like, his character is someone that we know. You know what I mean? But I'm saying just the writing as a whole felt very much more like Scary Movie satire. Yeah. Because of the setup of it. But we get our pre-title kills, right? I think it was kind of fun. The standout kill in this scene is the girl falling from the chandelier and Ghostface turns at just the right time to stab her. Right. And then it burns the house down.
Burns it down.
Burns it all the way down.
Gone forever.
Yep.
Everything's catching on fire, but he does not.
Nope, not at all.
I thought it would have been cool to maybe like have some fire on his robe as he's walking out. Yeah. I don't know. He's completely untouched.
Yeah, which...
Hey there, friends. I'm Eric.
What's up? I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Jacob.
And we are the Geeksplain Book Club. Join us each week as we dig in and discuss your favorite comic stories, issue by issue, volume by volume, in long form.
Each season, we cover a new run from start to finish, for better or for worse.
Here's a few of the iconic runs that we've covered so far. Grant Morrison's Batman.
Whoa.
Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man.
Woof.
Kirkman, Walker, and Otley's Invincible. You've probably seen that cartoon. We talked about the whole book, and many more.
Yeah, check us out wherever you catch your pods, like the Spotify, the Cloud Sound, whatever you want. We have a huge backlog of sensational sessions for you to listen to.
And we drop new episodes every single Friday. So be there or be square, not a circle.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a circle.
It's fine, I guess. But let's get to the heart of this movie, which is the Neve Campbell's back. And she is, I don't know, there's something about like the change of her character where I felt like she was in the first 3 movies, she went from teenager to kind of nervous, but also just trying to move forward because it happened. She moved on from it and then it happens again. And now she's starting to get freaked out. And then you have the 3rd movie where she's like, leave me alone. I'm locked away. I'm hiding, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. The 4th movie, same kind of deal, like locked down, away from everything, paranoid. This movie went straight paranoid. Like she was so afraid of everything going on in this movie that it was almost over the top and felt kind of annoying from time to time. Like we don't talk about that. We don't go there. We don't do that. We don't bring that up. We don't take my leather jacket off that I wore in Scream 2. With
Where'd you get that jacket?
With her daughter, who she named Tatum, but has never explained who Tatum is.
Yeah.
And why Tatum's important.
Right.
Also, I don't believe that she married Joel McHale.
When I saw Joel McHale, I was happy and also very confused at the same time.
I don't believe that he's a police chief.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joel McHale.
Maybe. Officer, maybe.
Maybe. Mall security guard, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
But Joel McHale, anytime he tries to play a badass or a villain, I can't see it. Like he needs to be a snarky asshole like he is in Community.
Yep.
That's what he does best.
Or The Soup.
Yes. Yeah. That's where he's the best, right?
Yeah.
He's not. I don't see him as a family man. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Joel McHale. You might be great with a family, but like in this movie especially, I'm like, he does not look police chief material. Mm-hmm. Also, they have 3 other kids.
Yeah.
That are off with grandma and grandpa.
Well, 2, right?
I think she's got
3?
4 altogether.
Either way,
3 or
all the kids are with grandma and grandpa very conveniently.
Yep.
And the teenage daughter is not.
Yeah, because she's got to be Sydney 2.0.
Because the script said so.
Because the script said so. I really hated the introduction to Tatum and her boyfriend, who has the worst hair I've ever seen in a movie, period. Because he comes in and they recreate the first, like the scene where Billy crawls into the window, like 100% from the first movie.
From the first movie, yeah.
Same dialogue, same everything. But I also looked at you in that first scene because the first shot of her is just her texting on her bed, no emotion, no nothing, and it lingers way too long. Mm-hmm. And I looked at you in the movie and I was like, Juan, you can't make texting interesting. Move on. And it still didn't move on. It was still on her texting. Who was she texting?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Her boyfriend?
She didn't even need to be texting. She could have been doing anything else.
She could have been brushing her hair.
She could have texted, threw the phone down, and then did something else for a second.
She could have been washing her face.
She could have run a marathon in the time that we spent on the texting shot.
Could have been trying on glasses.
Yeah.
Painting.
Something.
Drawing.
Yeah. Journaling even.
Making slime. Literally anything else.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend was going to enter the scene anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like,
why did we need to start 5 minutes after of watching her text?
Just a little more like, I don't know, just a little zip on it.
Yeah.
She's like not expecting him to come.
Yeah.
Through the window, so she's texting him, and he's pretending like, oh, I'm not outside your window.
Yeah.
Haha, LOL.
I just want to point out that in the first at least 3 to 4 Scream movies, they point out all the time, like, oh, this happens in horror movies. This happens in horror movies. This is why this isn't going to work in our horror movie kind of meta commentary, right? Mm-hmm. Everything that Scream has built up and like set itself apart, they did it in this movie. You know what I mean? Like joking about how like reboots work and the requels and everything in the last 2 movies. This movie 100% did all the things that it said we're not going to do in the meta commentary from like Randy and from the twins. I don't remember their names.
Right. They
don't matter to me. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. They need to be written out of the movies.
Randy's
niece and nephew. Yeah.
Yeah, but another thing is like they stayed away from being conscious of what's going on, of being aware of what's going on, and it kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the killer. I mean, they did it once when they were like, the killer is always someone you know.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. But then you're like, okay, well, they're not speculating on who the killer could be. They're hyper-focused on who the killer is from the evidence that they have.
Yeah, who they're saying it is.
Who they're saying it is. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. There's nothing else. It's a one-way street to find out that they're wrong.
Yeah, I think there's a lot in this.
Normal.
There's a lot in this movie that I don't really want to talk about. So let's
like
get
the stuff I fell asleep to.
We'll get to that. So why don't we just kind of speed through the rest of this and like really talk about the points that
are important
and that don't hit. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. So we need to talk about the Stumacher of it all. Mm-hmm. Stumacher.
Which we knew and speculated that he was going to be in this movie.
Yeah, and everyone was kind of pushing for it. Uh-huh. We wanted it. Uh-huh. How'd you feel about it? We're not talking about the end yet. We're just talking about the first time that we see Stu. He FaceTimes. Well, he calls Sydney. And then FaceTimes. Because at first she's like, I get it, there's voice changers, blah, blah, blah. And then he FaceTimes, and it's Stu Macher as if, you know, he's standing there right now, this age, scars all over his face from the TV falling on it in the first movie.
Which apparently would scar up your face like that.
Yeah.
I was excited. I was excited to see him. I didn't think anything, I guess with this day and age, I didn't think anything wrong with the FaceTime aspect of it at first. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's at the school. He calls Neve and says, I'm at your daughter's school. Look at that. And she's so pretty and blah, 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 being a creep.
Yeah.
Fine. We talked about before that he did not act like Stu, which is fine, right? Like if he's going crazy or if he went crazy after that, I can live with that.
Yeah.
But there was something about the FaceTime that felt so unnatural. And there was something about her reactions to him being alive that just was very blank.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I was expecting a little bit more from Sydney when she sees Stu's face. But I think when she sees that he's at her daughter's school, then she reacts. And then she is like, we need to get there now. And she gets over there and...
Tatum is in a school play. She doesn't have the acting chops that her mom does from Scream 2. She gets ridiculed on stage by this jackass teacher who they're definitely setting up to be the killer.
But this scene, though, I hated the fact that they just had her in a dog suit. Like they were talking about the play in before we get to the school, right? And she's like, "Oh, I'm just really nervous. I don't have the
and then she's just
the
in
acting
a
chops."
shitty dog suit.
And she's in the worst looking dog suit I've ever seen in my life. She looks like a mascot
for like one of the traveling carnivals.
And I'm like, is this a joke?
Yeah.
But apparently it wasn't.
Yeah.
They were serious.
Yeah, and then you got McKenna Grace flying around on a wire. You got her other two friends who I don't remember their names whatsoever. But then everyone splits up, and they're practicing with McKenna Grace on the wire. Her name in the movie, I pulled it up, is Hannah.
Okay.
She's flying around, and Ghostface shows up and kills the dude who's running the wire.
So she's stuck in the air.
And Ghostface is messing with it, and she's like flinging around and everything. And then Ghostface comes from the stairs, the set stairs.
Somehow.
Comes down, starts slashing at her while she's being like brought back and forth. Because this little contraption they have is a joystick. It's like a crane game. They're playing crane game with Hannah.
Right.
And Ghostface is not the prize.
Right. He's trying to... It's like the prize was already on the claw and he was trying to get it.
Yeah. Which they should market that. Put it in arcade games. It'd be fun. Ghostface just trying to slash your prize off the thing. So she's trying to get away. She's screaming and yelling. No one else hears any of this. And they're just downstairs in the costume room. Tatum's talking with her boyfriend with the shitty hair.
Yep.
And then her other friend is somewhere in there too.
Somewhere.
Because she says it later.
We never saw her.
But basically, Hannah's getting dangled back and forth, and Ghostface just raises the knife up and slices her open.
In half. Not in half.
Like down the middle.
Like down her gut.
Where her intestines fall out and everything.
It literally falls out, and she bleeds everywhere, and she dies. But that use of CGI was absolutely not necessary.
Yeah, the blood effects in this movie, and it looked really bad in this scene, and it gets worse. But specifically, like, we'll point out this one, and then we're gonna skip ahead for reasons of that just nothing really happens until halfway. The movie's halfway over. The way the blood pours out of her body and the way that the guts come out, it looks like a PS2 cutscene. Like, it looks plastic. It doesn't look blood.
Do you know how it looked? Do you remember the really old Mortal Kombat games when they started using 3D animation and like Melina ties the person up and then slashes their stomach and bathes in their blood? It looked like that.
Yeah, it looked like 2D assets added. It's like things we would have done in high school. Like, we would have found them on Video Copilot and fucking brought them over into After Effects, and it's just like a sheet of fake blood that pours down, or like those fire explosions that we had a lot of fun with them, but like I wouldn't use them now unless I was joking 100%. But the blood effects in this looked plasticky and not like blood. Like, it didn't look like liquid at all.
Yeah.
And the guts falling out looked jagged, and it just, I don't know, it immediately I know I turned to you and I was like, what the fuck is this effect?
Yeah.
Like, we both went, ugh, but not because it was gross, like, to look at, or it wasn't because it was gore. It was because it was gross to look at, because it looked bad.
And also is like, we've seen practical effects like that do well a lot. And if it was practical and it looked bad, I would have been happier with that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no need for it to not be practical.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of other kills in this entire movie that look the same. You know, like, the blood effects are just horrible. The gore effects, bad. Even some of the blood, like that practical blood that they have, looks fake.
Very, very, very vibrant.
And almost pink.
Yeah.
So let's get through a big chunk of this. So there's a lot going on in the middle of this movie. Everyone's trying to figure out if it's stew or not. They think it's fake, but then they start thinking that it is stew. And remind me to bring up the line thing that I was talking about when we saw the movie at the end of the movie.
The line thing.
The thing that Stu says, that he says to Sydney, that he remind me to say it at the end, because it needs to be after we get to the killer's
everything.
Reveal. Yeah. So they go off into this insane asylum, and they meet this doctor, and immediately I was like, this is a guy from a thing.
Yeah.
He's not just a throwaway guy. So I was already like, this is weird. And he just lets Gail and Sid go into this active crime scene.
Yeah, he's like, you guys want to see the room?
Yeah, we'll take you.
You want to see the room?
And then they ask him
before what gets us to the insane asylum is that the killer comes to Sydney's house, attacks them, then gets hit by a SUV
that Gail's driving with Chad and Mindy.
Chad and Mindy, the twins. You remember their name?
Yeah.
And that guy dies, and they unmask him. And they find out.
And it's the first time we ever have who the fuck is that guy? Like, doesn't Gail say that, I think?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is that?
It's always someone you know, right?
Right.
Who is that?
It's a fake out.
Fake out.
Because they find out he's from the insane asylum. He broke out. And now we're at the insane asylum.
Right.
I will say, in the house thing, with the safe room and everything, nothing important happens in that scene.
Safe room. Yeah, I mean,
the wall scene is fine, where he's stabbing through the wall and they're going through the wall. It's intense, but it did last a little too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he just gives up.
That was it. Yeah, I'm going outside.
So, the asylum, the insane ward. The nurse dude is like, yeah, this is the room. And then they go, do you know this guy? Show him a picture of Stu. And he goes, John?
Oh, yeah, that's John Doe.
John Doe? He came in back in the 90s.
That's John Doe. And we always just called him John Doe because nobody ever knew his name.
Bullshit. His face was all over the news. Everyone knew who this guy was. Everyone knew Stu Macher's face after Scream 1.
Yep.
Everyone. The fact that at the beginning of the movie, when Jimmy and his girlfriend are pulling up, there's a podcast about Stu Macher that they're listening to, tells me that everyone in the world knows Stu's face. That should have been a red flag.
Yeah. Big red flag.
Big red flag. But it turns out that he got discharged last week.
Stu did.
Stu.
And him and the current killer, the killer who is now dead, were really good friends when they were in the asylum.
That guy was in the asylum because he murdered 3 girls.
Yeah. What the F?
Yeah, and he escaped.
I thought he got let out, or did he escape?
He escaped, and then Stu
was let out.
John
Doe.
My bad. Yeah. So we have a couple other Tatum's friends we need to break down real fast because they're still alive. So we have
there's
Chloe.
only one more friend, right?
No, there's Chloe. Her parents own a bar / pizzeria. There's Ben, which is the boyfriend with the bad hair, right? I think. I'm pretty sure that's him. It looks like him. There's Lucas, who is obsessed with Sidney Prescott. They're the neighbors of they're not the Prescotts anymore. It's Evans.
Sidney Evans.
So they're neighbors now. With his mom, who is played by Anna Camp from Pitch Perfect. Jessica.
Excuse me?
So there's Lucas, and then there was Hannah.
Yeah.
That's about where we're at. Those are all the friends. So
very, very surprisingly small cast.
Yeah.
For the main character's support.
Yeah.
Tatum is the main character in this movie, and Sydney, of course. But usually it's like a lot more people to get involved and a lot more people to kill. Like on Sydney's side, it's Gail.
Yeah, Gail.
And her husband. And that's about it.
Mark is his name.
Is the husband?
Yeah.
And Mark. And then for the kids, it's Hannah, who's already dead. Mindy. Chad.
Not Jessica. Chloe. Ben. Lucas. And guess what? There's a curfew after all this stuff happens. I'm sorry. Was I too close to your leg?
You touched my leg.
I'm so sorry. There's a curfew. Gail and Sid are at the asylum. And now they're going to do an interview to try to get Stu to come after them.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
I have a great idea. What is it? Let me interview you.
You know what I've been asking for 30 years?
All right.
It doesn't work. But all the kids sneak out.
But they're friends now.
Yeah, and they don't fucking act like friends in this movie at all.
But the interview is irrelevant.
And Gail's whole thing in this movie is dropping one-liners. Oh, fuck. Here we go again.
She got rid of a little bit of plastic surgery, and now she's...
You know what? Courtney Cox looking good in this movie.
She's looking
compared
better.
to the last one.
Oh, for sure.
And Neve Campbell's looking great, too.
Yeah.
Joel McHale still looks better than both of them. Anyways, let's get back to it. So all the kids sneak out and they go to this pizzeria that Chloe's parents own.
This is where I fell asleep.
Yeah. So they're all chatting, trying to figure it out. Tatum asks her boyfriend, like, hey, you're good with computers. Could you make stuff with AI to fool my mom into thinking Stu Macher's still alive? Guess what? He can.
And he did.
And now we suspect him as the killer.
So he can... wait. All right. So I kind of dozed off during this part.
He definitely fell asleep during this part.
I dozed off.
I got it.
So let me just explain something here.
Okay.
I wasn't asleep. All right. I was falling asleep. Listen. This is a real thing.
Okay.
I was falling asleep.
No dad jokes.
But then when I realized I was falling asleep, I was viciously trying to open my eyes and I could not. So I was like, instead of paying attention to what was being said, because I could hear everything, I was...
Stop, you look like you're having a seizure.
That's what was happening.
Yeah.
So...
Anyways, let me tell you what was going on.
Yeah, so, no, where I was getting with that was she asked him to make
Sid
AI...
did. Sid did.
Sydney did.
Asked if it was possible.
Oh, she didn't ask if he could do it. If he could do it. But
then Tatum kind of pushed him. Like, could you see if you could do it? Like, would you be able to? Like, if it's possible? She didn't ask him to do it. If it was possible.
Could you see if it was possible?
Yes.
He did it.
And then he did it.
And she got mad.
Where did he come up with the green screen?
I saw him do it.
The green screen in the car.
Yeah.
and
That's the
she
part
freaks
that
out.
I saw. Mm-hmm.
But then Ghostface shows up. After we do the whole rules of the movie with the Meeker, the Meeks twins. We do the whole rules thing, and none of it makes sense because none of this has ever happened in any Scream movie in this way that it's happening now. Technology is ruining Scream. We get it.
They said that?
Basically.
Stab.
Yeah. So they're in this bar.
Right.
And Ghostface shows up. They're trying to escape, trying to get out. The Meeks twins get stabbed up again like they did in the last two movies as well. They just cannot die.
They are not allowed.
They need to, though. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. They've lived too long. They have lived too long.
Are the new face of Scream.
But Randy didn't make it this far. This is their third movie. He only made it 2.
1.5.
That's 2 movies, motherfucker. So they get stabbed up. Chloe gets killed. But her and Lucas had a thing. And then Lucas, let me tell you, his kill, I thought he was they set him up to be the killer. The entire movie. He was dropping these creepy lines.
Tatum and Lucas had a thing?
Chloe.
And
Lucas. Right, they were like flirting and stuff the whole time.
Right.
But like Lucas's whole dream is to be a podcaster about the Scream killers.
Step.
No, he was obsessed with the actual murders.
Oh, right.
Not the movies.
Got it.
But he's wearing blue flannel in this entire scene, which we all know. The writer of Scream knows. The costumers know that we know that they know that blue flannel means you're the killer. So he runs in to try to save everyone, like to be a savior. He's like, I got this. Don't worry, to save Chloe. And then he falls backwards through the door, just holding his side, like with blood on it. And I'm like, this is a lie. It's a lie because they set it all up to be that he
and
was
it was
the killer.
off camera.
And it was off camera.
Yeah.
But then Chloe gets dropped into some glass shards and she's dead. Right? Am I wrong? But Lucas stands back up and the Ghostface literally picks him up by the head and places him gently on a sharp beer handle, like tap handle.
Yeah, like the handle came off and now it's a...
No, it was like a steeple, like that was sharp at the top. So whatever brand beer they had,
it was just pointy.
Place him on it, and it falls forward and then just starts shooting beer out of his mouth mixed with blood.
Yeah, how would that come out of the handle?
That should have been going into his guts.
Right, but how would beer come out of the handle?
But like the way the thing works, the handle and the spigot, it shouldn't shoot this way.
Right.
But
the spigot is down here.
And they don't pour that fast or that much.
Right.
Dumbest fucking kill in any Scream movie.
I imagine the
ever.
beer should have been going down his back.
If anything.
Like down here.
It didn't
He's
go
on the handle.
Yeah.
So the beer wouldn't be going into him. It would just be going down his back.
And it wouldn't look like a hose was attached to him
Oh yeah, they put a hose right here and it just came out of his mouth.
It was perfect. The perfect arc and everything. Dumbest fucking kill in any Scream movie. Almost any horror movie, I think. I can't think of a dumber looking kill than that. And especially when we find out who the killers are, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So we're at the end of the movie now. We're at the end of the movie. We think that Joel McHale's dead because he went off by himself into this plastic-filled garage. The plastic was hung like they were making a scary haunted house thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they were renovating their house. But
who hangs up that many layers of plastic like a maze?
You gotta stay safe.
Bullshit.
You gotta stay safe.
Why'd they do it? Script said so.
Script said so. And
jump scares.
Ghostface is there.
Yeah. Stabbed the crap out of him.
A lot.
Some of the Ghostface stabbings, they're insane and like really quick, like and you're like, that was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
But guess what?
He doesn't die.
He doesn't die.
He doesn't die. He got stabbed 16 times.
He's fine. But we don't know that until the end.
Yeah, we don't know that he doesn't die yet.
We don't know that yet. So everyone gets back to the house because Ghostface chased Tatum through the streets and they end up at the coffee shop that Sid owns now with Jessica. Is that her name?
She's there with Jessica?
No, but I'm pretty sure they own it together. Or at least they hang out together. We have to make sure we bring her up.
Jessica's Anna Camp.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Aka Coffee?
Aka Coffee. Yeah. So Ghostface gets Tatum. They capture her from the coffee shop after Tatum shoots Ghostface through the wall a bunch of times while being on a phone call with Sydney. This movie's a lot of phone calls and FaceTimes.
Yeah.
Ghost FaceTimes.
Sydney's like, I'm coming, Tatum.
And then she stops.
And she's running. And then she calls the daughter or Tatum calls her.
Yeah, something.
No, she calls Tatum.
Yeah.
And she stops running.
Yeah, just stops moving.
In the middle of the street where we actually can't see what the hell's around her.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is she?
Yeah.
Where is she?
Yeah.
And she stops running and then she FaceTimes her daughter, but doesn't like just FaceTime her. She does she logs into the security cameras in her store.
Yeah.
And she's watching the daughter and talking to her on the phone at the same time.
And there's no lag.
And zero lag.
Yeah.
And helps her daughter shoot Ghostface through a wall where she was already safe because she barricaded it and there was no windows in that room.
Right. And then Sid tells her to leave and go shoot him in the head.
Make sure you shoot him in the head.
And she doesn't. So she gets kidnapped. Ghostface kidnaps her. Both Ghostfaces.
That's where we see, oh my God, there's two killers.
No way.
No way.
No, we didn't. Wow.
No clue.
That's crazy.
What a reveal.
Wow. And now we're back at the house.
And they still revealed it.
Yeah.
Even though.
Duh.
Like,
it would have been more shocking if 4 turned the corner. You know? I'd be like,
I would have been
oh, it's a cult.
Shit.
When's that movie coming out? The Cult of Ghostface?
That's what I was expecting going into this movie.
We need a bunch of these insane asylum patients that all got convinced to be Ghostface, and now there's just a murder of Ghostfaces.
Let's talk about that theory at the end of
Out after the podcast?
No, like at the end of this episode.
Yeah, let's finish it up.
Yeah.
So we're back at the house. It's time for the killer reveal. Who, at this point in time, Stu's alive.
Yeah.
We're like, it's Stu. Stu's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Who do you think the other one is? The entire time I was like, oh, it's going to be Creepy Kid.
Or the teacher.
Or the teacher, because he keeps showing up too. Psych.
It's neither.
It's the nurse guy who I said, that's a guy from a thing.
That's a guy from a thing.
He's in That Thing You Do. Which is a movie.
Which is crazy because he's not in a Scream movie in the past.
No.
But.
Who's the other killer?
Melissa.
Jessica.
Dang it.
Played by Anna Camp.
Aka killer.
She's the Aka killer.
Anna Camp is one of the killers.
And she is psychotic. She is having a mental breakdown. She killed her husband. She is pissed off that Sydney didn't go to New York in the last movie. And the nurse guy, actually, he used to work at Google. So that's why he can do AI.
He AI'd Stu Macher and all these other cameos that we got.
Yeah, we got Roman from the second one. We got Mrs. Loomis. We got Dewey. It's all AI.
All of it. But like, it's AI. But like, Stu died. They revealed that he is for sure dead.
We think.
Right. I mean, the nurse guy was like, oh, yeah, he's totally dead.
Yeah.
Totally dead.
They don't know.
But he was 17 years old when he died.
Yeah. But there's no record of his death anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm saying. I'm done with my conspiracy theories of Stu Macher because this movie pissed me off so much.
But yeah, so it's like he's dead as of right now. How do they know what it's going to look like when he's older without it looking like super fake?
I don't know. Script said so.
Because yes, AI can make you older. They age people with AI all the time. You see it all the time, but it looks really bad.
Yeah.
Almost cartoonish.
But you know what they didn't, what we don't have in the real world? Matthew Lillard just being a person that exists.
They're like, oh, Stu looks like this actor who
we should just hire him.
Who's actually...
He was Shaggy?
Yeah.
He's probably great. But that brings me to what I was going to say earlier. We brought it up already that Stu didn't act like Stu the entire time. His mannerisms and his like, he's very ferocious when he speaks, and he's very like, I'm going to kill everything, blah, blah, blah. He just doesn't talk like Stu does. But my biggest problem that I had was that Stu says to Sid on the phone, I always had a thing for you, Sydney. And I'm pretty sure that he says that to only Sydney. Billy might be in the room when it happens. In the first movie, no one else is around. So how would anyone know that he said that?
Especially these killers who were never around.
Never.
In any of the other movies.
Yeah. How do they know that he said that?
They've never been around. This is the first time that we have seen them.
Yeah.
But what is Anna Camp, a.k.a. Jessica, a.k.a. Melissa, what is her motive? Sydney's book gave her the confidence to kill her husband.
And then when Sid didn't show up in the last movie because of
it's like
money,
she was waiting.
Because of money, she was mad but in the movie, because Sid didn't show up in New York to be Sidney Prescott. She backed out. She was a pussy, is what she said.
I saw that Ghostface was in New York and you didn't show up.
So now she's mad that Sidney Prescott bowed out of a fight. Took a rest day.
Yeah.
And the other guy's motivation?
We don't know.
Anna Camp's kind of hot.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever you say, ma'am.
When do you do stuff to me? What day do you do stuff to me?
So the movie ends. Tatum's alive. Sid's alive.
Twins are alive.
Gail's alive. Joel's alive. Joel McHale's alive.
Joel McHale's alive after being stabbed 16 freaking times.
Yeah. And
Mark.
Mark?
That's his name? Yeah.
And that's screams heaven.
This is like an issue that I have with a lot of horror movies, and we do talk about it, but we can't say when we talk about it.
Yeah.
But like where we have, first of all, too many survivors.
Yeah.
Second of all, no stakes.
Yeah.
There's no stakes. The only people that died in this movie were people that we were absolutely not attached to whatsoever.
All people who showed up in this movie
People
for the
who
first
showed
time.
up in this movie and have not been in the movie long enough for us to get attached to these people.
I would have, again, I don't, Chad and Mindy, I get it. Like, they were great in the first two that they've been a part of. The only reason I want them to die is because they've made it too far. Mm-hmm. Right? It's not like I don't like their characters in this one. I think they feel a little forced in. Mm-hmm. But we needed a connection to the last two because of all the nonsense that happened. But yeah, dude, like no legacy characters died in this.
Mm-hmm. Like when they killed Dewey,
it hurt.
I was so sad. Mm-hmm. And upset.
Yeah.
And that carried through the movie. That grief that I felt for Dewey and for the Scream franchise.
Yeah.
Carried the movie.
Yep.
No legacy characters died. Sid doesn't die. Sid honestly should have died.
I think, yeah.
Sid should have died.
Pass the torch.
Pass the torch. And here, like, she's doing everything possible to, like, connect with her daughter. And, like, her daughter is, like, very, very not understanding to her mom's trauma. And thinks that her mom is not the person that everyone's saying that she is.
Yeah.
And the fact that if Sid would have sacrificed herself to save Tatum and then Tatum shoots Ghostface in the head like she was supposed to the first time, that would have hit so much fucking harder.
Yeah.
Regardless of all the other bullshit they did in this movie, if they did something like that, where Sydney sacrificed herself for Tatum and Tatum is now remorseful for the way she acted towards her mom.
Yeah.
And realizing that her mom is a hero, I would have been okay with the entire movie.
Yeah. If it had a point.
Right.
It didn't.
It did not.
It didn't.
It did not. And we need to stop making movies better because we're not going to get it.
No,
we're
it's
not
not
going
even
to get it.
Make them better, right? It's like, make them better. Like, stop relying on nostalgia. Stop pulling at our heartstrings because it's not fucking working. You know what I mean? Like, this movie could have been so much better. Honestly, the last two movies were better than this because they were different enough.
Right.
And, like, the way that they were trying to go, where they were going to push What's-Her-Face into being the next killer against Sydney.
Like, with
the visions of her dad and everything. Yeah. That would have been so much better. Y'all fucked up. Just Skydance fucked up. But that is so much cooler than this nonsense that we got.
Yeah.
This felt like a rehash of, they were trying to rehash Scream 2 and a little bit of 3 and a lot of 4. You know what I mean?
The worst ones.
And it makes me sad that Kevin Williamson, who wrote all of these movies basically, had to step into the directing role because I don't think the direction was that great in this movie. I don't even think the writing was that great in this movie, but they did have to spend like millions of dollars in rewriting this movie.
And they're claiming that, oh, this is the best Scream movie that's ever done on the box office. Yeah, because do you realize the Scream is a huge fucking franchise? Do you realize a franchise that you grew from the ground up since the 90s? And you fucking shit on it. You shit on it with your bad writing.
I think we have to give it a rating out of 10. But I do want to read some reviews from IMDb.
Oh,
maybe Letterboxd.
Actually,
if I
haven't seen what other people have actually thought about it, so I'm curious.
Let me get Letterboxd pulled up too real fast. There's some good ones. So it's got a 5.9 on IMDb right now. Which
out of 10.
Out of 10. Which is pretty low compared to the last ones.
In comparison to Scream in general.
7.4. Scream 2, 6.3. Scream 3, 5.7. 4 is a 6.2. Scream 5, 6.3. Scream 6, 6.4. So this is the second lowest. Like, the only one that's
Scream
lower
3.
than it is Scream 3. And that's barely, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one review, I'm just going to read the title. It's a 5 out of 10. Disappointing, but at least Ghostface can pour a beer. It's a 6. Watchable, but the ending was bad. Scream 7 is the weakest film in the franchise. Hardly groundbreaking, but entertaining. That's some from IMDb. Letterboxd struggling to open right now, which is frustrating me, to say the least.
And you know what, dude? Like, if we were to watch it without the intent,
Scream 7 on Letterboxd, 2.4 out of 5.
oh shit!
I'm trying to find some reviews. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
If we would have watched it without the intent of making a podcast episode, and we watched it with a little bit more of an open mind, I think maybe I may have enjoyed it a little bit more. But when you really look into the details of the story and how much it doesn't make sense, most of it's just really, really, really disappointing.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that I would have enjoyed it a lot more if we just were like, hey, let's go watch Scream 7. And we watched it, and that was the end of it.
Yeah. But it probably won't be.
I don't think any movie I can watch now without diving too deep and having too many questions.
So, a couple reviews from Letterboxd, and then we'll give our out of 10 score. You ready? You either, this is 1.5 stars. You either die a scream or live long enough to see yourself become the stab. It's pretty good.
Very nice.
1.5 stars. Probably the worst Ghostface reveal of the entire franchise. 1.5. Oh, I get it. They burned the house down where it all began because they burnt the franchise to the ground. 2.5 stars. After this movie, I realized what a masterpiece Scream 3 truly is. 2 stars. Ghostface will return in Avengers Doomsday.
That would be sick.
1.5 stars. It's always hello, Sydney, but never how are you, Sydney? Did you eat today? Watch anything good lately? Can we talk about the political and economic state of the world? 3 stars. They're going to make her do this till she's 90.
Shout out Deadpool.
1.5 star. Melissa, girl, you actually dodged a bullet with this
Melissa?
one. The girl from the last one.
I thought you meant I was calling the lady Melissa the whole time.
I just realized that Ghostface and my ex-girlfriend have something in common. They always come back. It's pretty good. I wasn't going to drink tonight, but man, I miss Sam and Tara Carpenter like a motherfucker. The girls from the last one. Yeah. There were parts of Scream 7 that I really liked. It's got a couple satisfying twists, and for a while I enjoyed how it deployed its legacy cast. And then there were some parts that I thought were really, really dumb. Like, isn't Scream supposed to make fun of dumb movies like this? Dumb. 0.5 star. We're witnessing Scream turn into Stab in real time. So out of 10 for me, this movie is, it was so boring. It was so boring. There were 90% of this movie is taking place over cell phones, like phone calls or FaceTimes, ghost FaceTimes. It's the second time I said it. It's the second time I said it on the podcast.
Still funny.
It's still funny. Some of the kills were fine. Some of the fights were not fine. All of the blood effects were bad. And I just don't care about anyone in this movie at all, except Sidney Prescott.
Right.
And she's not even Sidney Prescott.
Right. She's Sydney Evans.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't even care about Tatum that much.
No,
dude.
Tatum sucked. And her boyfriend had really dumb hair.
She was very whiny and very just like not stepping up to the role of being a Prescott.
Sidney fucking Prescott.
Yeah. I mean, her very last, the last scene with her, and she shoots the lady in the head, and she said, "I'm Sidney fucking Prescott's daughter."
No, she says
whatever the fuck she
You're
says.
Sidney fucking Anyways, so yeah, it's something like that. It's a callback to one of the old movies. Whatever.
That I liked, but that is all 15 seconds
of character development. The rest of the movie, nothing.
It was her running away and whining.
Yeah,
the whole time.
No character development until the last 15 seconds.
Yep.
I'm going to give this movie a 3.5. It's the worst in the franchise. It's the bottom tier, F tier. I will watch all the other Scream movies on repeat and never watch this one again.
Yeah.
3.5.
I was very generously going to go 4.
Yeah. Generous.
Very, very generously. And that's my reasoning for that is because I could probably sit there and enjoy this movie if I didn't think about it. You know what I mean?
Because it's
if
dumb.
I didn't ask any questions.
Why are you yelling at me?
So I'm just like talking more and more about this movie is making me a little more upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it was entertaining to see.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I didn't finish my popcorn in this movie.
What does that mean?
I usually finish my popcorn in a movie because I'm just like, yeah. I stopped and was able to say, I don't need to eat all of this popcorn.
Yeah.
Because I was not paying attention because it was so boring.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this movie a little McKenna Grace though. And that's the 0.5 McKenna Grace. She was great. She was fantastic. She wasn't in it enough.
Yeah. I mean, if I took the criticism out of my brain, I could sit there and watch this movie and be okay with it. Not happy, but okay. So I'm going to stick with the 4 just for the fact that the beginning scene had a lot of hope and I really liked when Ghostface, and it turns out to be Jimmy Tatro the whole time, but when Ghostface, you just see his face in the shadow, and he backs out. Oh, I wish that was the kill right there. I wish that was Ghostface.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
No, but that one was Matthew Lillard.
I'm gonna stick with a 4.
Okay, I think a lot of my personal bias is bringing it to a 3.5. So, but I just love almost all the Scream movies. And this is definitely bottom of the list now. Yeah.
I do like how Ghostface looked in this movie. Like, as far as like 4K goes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think he just looked very crisp and very like, I don't know. I just liked how he looked, how they looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already said it. It's going to be 4.
Yeah.
It's a 4. I'm not going higher, for sure not. I could go lower, but I gave my reason.
Well, that is our feelings, our take, our review of Scream 7. If you liked this episode, there'll be more. Coming soon, next week, we have our episode of 2023, which we're not spoiling. We're not going to spoil and let them know what the first one is. You're going to find out on the day. So go watch that. It comes out next Saturday. You can find it on YouTube at
BJ in the Morning Podcast,
where you should definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with a friend, all that good stuff. If you want to listen to these episodes, you can find us on any of your podcast listening apps. It's just BJ in the Morning on the podcast apps, where you should definitely follow us. So subscribe, plus heart, comment, rate 5 stars, please do it so we can reach more people. We've had a lot of growth this last week, which is awesome. Over 100 downloads in like 5 days, which we typically do a couple hundred every 2 weeks or so. But the fact that we hit 100 in less than 5 days was pretty fun. So keep pushing us out, keep getting us out there. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can do that at
BJ in the Morning _,
where sometimes we post little clips, sometimes we post little polls. You can enter in the polls. You can comment on videos that we're currently working on, and that's it, right?
Yeah,
we did it.
We did.
Let us know down below in the comments what your feeling on Scream 7 is, and tell us what your favorite Scream movie is. Which one? Which one is it? Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And
we'll talk to you next time.
We'll Ghost FaceTime you next time.
Whoa!